Welcome to the new season of the JOYrific podcast. This year, our theme is becoming. Embracing growth, change, and the journey to becoming who we are meant to be. And guess what? I'm on this journey too. I started as a stay-at-home mom 20 years ago, raising my kids with JOYrific as our communication foundation. After earning my MBA, I stepped into the workforce using my strengths to create a top-performing real estate business. I also enjoy consulting for technology and operations. I love working in a variety of industries like medical technology, real estate construction, property investment, and wealth management. But I love strengths training, especially with families. My favorite role is hosting this podcast because here I get to share insights, conversations, and stories to amazing people who inspire us all to grow. Today we're diving into highlights from Sam Castor, who teaches us what it truly means to be light. As an attorney, entrepreneur, and advocate, Sam shares how navigating conflict can help you to create light in the world, even in the face of darkness. This is just a highlight, so I want you to go and listen to our full episode to learn how to be light. Welcome, Sam.
So I'm a lawyer, but I've also been a business executive and an entrepreneur and an angel investor, and I've done a lot of things that are I just think are fun, that are that elevate my personal story to try and make things happen. My fundamental premise to everything is there's two types of people in the world, and I've experienced this. There's people that treat people like people, and that creates light. And there's people that treat people like objects, obstacles, numbers, product. And that always creates darkness. The greatest liabilities, the greatest problems, the greatest evils in the world come whenever we buy into that one lie that someone is just an object and they don't have feelings and they don't have light inside them. We objectify them and treat them like something that could be manipulated or abused, violated for our purposes. So that's what we try and focus on, in everything I do. I'm always trying to make sure that the people I interact with, I'm treating them like a human who's worthy of honor and respect and understanding. And when I do that, it creates light. When I don't do that, because we all have mistakes and we bump around in the darkness sometimes, that creates contention. And I had been praying in my heart that whole day that I would figure out how to master dealing with conflict without it becoming contention, that I would be able to deal with that stress and still have light with me instead of it turning into, anger or frustration. As I was sitting there thinking about it, getting frustrated, all of a sudden I had this thought: your power doesn't come from your anger. And that to me is just a reinforced narrative or point about the fact that I believe we generate light. We are beings of light. We have this energy inside of us, and we can talk about the science and Einstein and electromagnetic frequencies and all that kind of fun stuff, because I've studied that as a telecommunications attorney. I've looked at frequencies and things. But at the end of the day, the truth is, like, the energy I have inside me, the light that I have, the love, the truth, I have to choose to give it away. And my real power isn't in being angry. I tell my kids all the time is discomfort is the currency of heaven. It's like how you learn, how you stretch, how you grow. And I think you're spot on. You can be depressed, you can have difficulty, but if you have purpose, and your purpose is to create more light, to connect with God, to help other people, follow those commandments of love others and love God, then all of a sudden you can take the focus off yourself and you can be filled with light, even when you're having those difficulties. And so there's something about receptiveness, and that type of gratitude mindset allows us to receive and see that anything that looks like it's darkness is actually an opportunity for us to create light. And so when we're confronted with that stress or that pain or that fear, it's a chance for us to practice, to learn how to radiate light against that stress, against that darkness, the chance to be and to burn more brightly. There's something about receptiveness, and that type of gratitude mindset allows us to receive and see that anything that looks like it's darkness is actually an opportunity for us to create light. And so when we're confronted with that stress or that pain or that fear, it's a chance for us to practice, to learn how to radiate light against that stress, against that darkness, the chance to be and to burn more brightly. Every experience is an invitation to come closer to God. Every experience is an invitation to learn how to be more in tune with ourselves. And we're walking paradoxes, right? Like not only do we have men and women and the different dynamic we have to deal with there, and we have two different types of politic, right, in America. We also have hearts and minds, we have spirits and bodies, we have night and day. Like, we're surrounded by paradoxes. And I think our purpose as we create this light, it's really us learning how to reconcile those dichotomies, or those paradoxes, those things that are in stress with each other, those oppositions. Because it's that whole breadth, that whole spectrum of opposition that allows us to actually be actors. It's what allows us to not be objects and to make choices. I was just in pain all the time. And finally I walked, it was late at night, I couldn't sleep. I walked over to this tree in my neighborhood. I just leaned up against the tree and I was like, God, please teach me whatever I'm supposed to learn as quickly as possible so I don't have to be in pain anymore. And I think that's what he was waiting for, because as soon as I was open to accept the pain as a gift, understand that he feels that for me too, because he's our father, and he feels pain when we feel pain, because what good parent doesn't? Right. When their children are in pain or sorrow, they feel it too. But he loves us so much, he lets us go through that discomfort. And he's just waiting for when we're willing to open up our hearts and have soft hearts and say, okay, teach me. I'm down in the mud. I'm down in the most fertile place for growth. I'm down in that dark valley. Teach me how to create light down here in this darkness.
Light has a way of breaking through the darkest places. A single spark can change everything. In this episode of JOYrific, we're exploring what it means to be light. How do we bring light into our own lives and into the lives of others? How do we shine even when we feel dim? Being light isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about choosing hope over fear, kindness over judgment, and gratitude over resentment. Showing up even when it's hard, and lifting others when they can't find their own way. Because the truth is, your light matters. And the more you let it shine, the more it inspires, heals, and spreads. So join me as we unpack the power of light, love, and lifting each other up. Because the world doesn't just need more light, it needs your light. Are you looking for a place to call home in Eastern Idaho? If you are getting ready to buy, sell, or need property management for your real estate investments, the Be Home team, brokered with Silver Creek Realty Group, is here to help. Our mission is simple: thrive your hive. Call or text 208-254-1119 to connect with us today. If you're local to Eastern Idaho or planning a trip, reach out. We'd love to send you our Taco Tuesday calendar and menu. Taco Tuesday is an open invitation to chat with Garth and Jamie while enjoying authentic, delicious tacos like birria, barbacoa, brisket. My favorite is the chicken shawarma with tzatziki sauce. It's a perfect opportunity for great conversations to talk about your real estate dreams. Let's connect.